My name is Maria del Cielo Isla, and today I'm going to talk about this young adult novel called Fangirl. And well, this book is is a mix of drama, comedy, and romance. So if you want to know more about it, I will tell you the story. But first, I'll tell you a little intro. Fangirl is a story of two twin sisters, Brent and Kath, who have grown up without a mother and with a very busy father. Kath is an introvert and very happy to live in her own internet and book world. She admires and loves her sister, who also plays the role of her best friend. Their life together was all rainbows and unicorns, until they reluctantly have to come out of their comfort zone because they are moving to college. Both girls have a different approach to the situation. One of them is open minded and accepting, whereas the other is a bit insecure and not so interested or impressed by this whole concept. And well, the story starts with Cather Avery arriving at the University of Nebraska Lincoln to begin her freshman year. Her twin sister, Ren, didn't want to be her roommate. After all, they've been roommates all their lives. So Kat's living with a girl named Regan. As if rooming with an unknown person wasn't enough, Regan's is best friend with her ex-boyfriend Lenny, which means he frequently loiters Kat's room. Fortunately, though, Regan's usually out, leaving Kat plenty of time to hole up in their room, writing Simon Snow fanfiction and eating protein bars and peanut butter for sustenance, because she would prefer to know as little as possible about the rest of the human race. Why, when is ready to throw down a party like a fool, Kat's not interested in a fake car. She's also not interested in the dining hall, her fellow students, or changing out of her pajamas. Not much of anything other than Simon Snow fanfiction. Until one day, Regan tells Kath to go with her to show her where the dining room was, show sisters eating properly. And little by little she begins to trust Deacon at the same time Lenny. And well, Cass is better known online as Magica, the author of Carry On Simon, the most popular fan version of the eighth Simon book. The real version is by author Gemma T. Leslie that comes out the following spring. So Kat has slightly than the school year to finish her own story, and she has to because her fans are rabid. And well, the one bright spot in Kat's terrifying college existence is that uh, she's been given permission to take a junior level fiction writing course with Professor Piper, a published novelist. Um, but college is a triple problem for Kath. First of all, even though Professor Piper likes her first assignment, giving her an A, then she gets a big F when she turns in a piece of Simon fanfiction because Professor Piper believes that fanfictions are not original, so he doesn't like them. And second of all, Ren, Kat's sister, has started binge drinking, which means she spends most of her time drinking tequila with her roommate and ignoring Kat. But the third complication is perhaps the most agonizing. Kat's falling in love with Larry, and when she kisses him, she thinks the crush is mutual. However, when she goes to a party at his house and sees him kissing another girl, she is ready to throw in the towel and leave the university forever. And to laugh, Kat's dad is bipolar because when his daughters go off to college, he starts eating all his meals from the convenience stores and working on advertising campaigns 24/7. And needless to say, he has a severe maniac episode and ends up hospitalized. And now, Kat needs a ride back to Omaha to visit him. So she's forced to talk on Levy, whom she's been dutifully ignoring ever since the party. But he's the only one person with a car. And well, Mr. Avery, Kat's dad, recovers and she decides Levy is okay, which is a good thing because she has to call on him again when Dren ends up in the hospital with alcohol poisoning shortly thereafter. And well, Professor Piper have refused to fail such a promising student for a single instance of fanfic and give Kat an incomplete, which means that she has another semester to write her required short story. And Kat's life has gotten decidedly better, but she still prefers writing Jima P. Leslie's world to her own. And while she races against the clock to finish Carry On Simon before the publication of Leslie's eighth and final book, Levy encouraged her to get in together and write the Professor Piper story already. And well, to the delight of her fans, Kat finishes Carry On Simon just before the eighth book comes out. She and Levy continue being awesome, and Brent's punishment for nearly killing herself with booze is that she has to go home to Omaha every weekend, which means she and her dad are looking out for each other, which means Kat can stop worrying about them all the time. And well, she and Levy profess their love for each other, and Kat finally writes the story for Professor Piper, which wins the underclassmen prize. And well, that's the story. And well, what do I think about it? Well, although you can help but feel Kat's anguish along the way, by the end of the book, she's got a boyfriend, a completed story, a generally sober sister, and a relatively stable dad, and a prize for literature. Ah, and she gets the last chapter of Carry On Simon in Just Under the Wire. And I can say that she scores a pretty happy ending, nonetheless. Thank you.